Check. Oh yeah, the green screen. I guess I'll move it. Okay. Today's only just the morning strain. Since I'm driving later. Okay. No, I'm gonna take apart all the tribe stuff. Now. Oh yeah, today's the fashion stuff. Um, It'd be week 288. Yeah, there we go. Amateurs, slops, and Sunstone bracelet. Where's the ventures? Oh yeah, got 106. It's fine. Ooh. Okay. No. Amateur slops. Sunstone bracelet. Oof. Still entry period. Okay. Try to sell these. Um, wait, I need my... Oh, probably should head over to the cactus pot and do all the other stuff there. Meow. Wait, no, not yet. Wait. Let's start with passion. Nice. Okay, now the big one. Back to board. Oh, one thing I did want to double check. What's the price on that ship? Ooh, 4 million. I can do that. I got the blackjack. Let's replace the cactus pot. I mean the cactus. with that one. Nothing. Okay. Next. Active board in the fashion is done. Actions are good. Adventures are good. Houseplants. It'll be just houseplants and tribes. Oh, no, Islander's already good. Do I have some onions sitting around? Yeah, I do. Wait, gotta water these guys. Nice. Okay. That looks good. The traps. Ooh, I gotta check out the blackjack. Since I just got it. Okay, let's look at this thing. Ooh, nice. It does though kind of suck that this boat thing, I mean this airship, is the default music. Like the cactus has the casino music. It'd even be fine if it also had casino music, but just basic default music. Such a price. It's almost 8 o'clock. Got until like 10. These guys here. This guy here. And then that one over there. I need some coffee. There we go. Okay, now this is for the ninja. Just gotta do these last two tribes, and once that's done, then I can move on to Genshin Impact and go get some coffee. Okay. Almost done. Yeah. He's trying to make soup out of that turtle. Okay, turn this in and then to the first. really gotta pick that dancer up. The dancer's far behind. Oh no, I picked it up as a ninja. When I'm trying to raise the dancer, pick things up with their own class. Okay, there we go. That's it. That's it for Fun Fantasy. Brrr. Or fall asleep. I gotta go get coffee. Okay. That's it. Moving on to Genshin Impact. And I'll be right back with some coffee. And then when I'm back, switching to Genshin Impact. See you in a bit. There's a bit of a gap right there. Oh, and that's the table. That's not the gap. Come on. Why is this table not... I mean, why is it still visible? I'll clean everything up later. Nope, can't do that. Oh yeah, there's the boss fights that I gotta do. I should probably do that.
Oh. Yeah, for something that's gonna last like what, 3 months in total. Like he's just thrown away his whole marriage for something that will not last forever. There's no chance.
Yeah, for real. So like there's gonna be like another real estate agent or something that comes through, and Ariana's gonna be ooh.
Right.
Oh,
a guy at a grocery store, you know, like who cares? She don't care.
Yep. See, July 27th, Lily gives a statement to page 6 saying Ariana is not a girl's girl. My family's just collateral damage. Ooh. Sources say Lily is telling Ethan and others that she only cares about protecting their child. She's rightfully upset about her marriage, but Ariana and Ethan didn't do anything wrong. Ethan's trying to take the high road and hopes he can resolve the situation for the sake of the child.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
the quality is down.
They're just trying to like save face to like the
Pick it
public
back
now
up
at this
again.
point. Like literally, they're just like PR bullcrap. Like.
Yeah, and he didn't think about nobody, including the kids, except the only person he thought about was him.
Yeah, and this is the part Mary's talking about. Lily hung out with Ethan and Ariana so many times. They held a baby at dinners together in London. Ariana told Lily that she wanted to have a baby one day and she couldn't wait to start a family with your man. Ooh.
Ariana got to see her. Ariana got to see Lily.
Yeah, they'll catch her in the streets.
She gonna have to catch them hands. She holds her around her too.
I looked up Ariana Grande, and today, like some of the the news articles are Ariana Grande is giving Ethan Slater space amid messy divorce. So it's already over. It's already over. She's already moved on. She's like, whatever, man. I'm out of here.
I'm pretty sure she is in LA and Ethan Slater is in New York.
Oh, well, there's another long distance relationship. The last one didn't work out. Yeah, it's just
that's gonna be perfect.
This is just dumb.
I'm glad they don't have Ariana's perspective on here.
PR people, unlike, you know, other people that we've covered recently, like her PR team, like, don't say anything.
You say nothing.
You should also now look up a picture of Ariana's brother.
Oh! That's like Ethan's twin.
Where's Dalton at? Yeah, who's she with? Where's Dalton at? Look at Dalton over here. He looks like a real estate agent too. Yeah, I'm sure he would. Yeah, the stories that are coming out recently I've been seeing about just celebrities being being jerks, you know, more so.
No.
And I was like, I wonder if they're just getting mad.
Ah.
People sign up for those
Why me? Why me?
moving away from caring about celebrities like this. I mean, people still do, obviously, because people are all it's like, I know, but maybe it's me personally, like, this story came out, I feel bad. I don't care. Bad, right?
I literally saw your tweet and I was just like, oh yeah, I know who married is crazy. I thought she old enough to get married? That's what I'm saying, right? Like, what the heck?
She's an amazing artist. She does all of her own everything. She's really fantastic. And she's got a great voice and she's stunning. And her life is going to continue on and everything's going to be great and fine. And the little real life SpongeBob Munchkin, he's just completely ruined everything for himself. And it's just really sad. I feel really sad for Lily. I feel really sad for their son. It's just, yeah.
Like literally, their family's just in the warpath of Ariana Grande trying to have fun. You
Yeah.
know, and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, no, you get to that point of like how famous, you know, too famous to fail, right? Like she can go do anything she wants to at this point, and no one's gonna care.
Yeah.
She knows it. And about her making all of her own music and everything, maybe she's talented.
If you don't like her, she is
I was gonna say like
famous doing Broadway herself.
whenever people are like, I make all my own everything. I'm always like, I bet you do, sure. Tell everybody that, maybe.
I don't think that's something
Mary, stop fangirling over here, okay? I don't care about Ariana Grande. If you're an Ariana Grande fan, what? Screw Ariana Grande. God, nobody. Who cares? You think you can be incredibly talented, be a bad
just need
person?
some
Yeah, I mean,
mushrooms.
pretty much everyone. Just pretty much everybody. Like, you know, like you look behind like you look behind the YouTube curtain where people aren't talented at all, but they're still popular and they're bad people. Imagine how much it is when you get to the egos of like people that are actually have
Right.
talent, right?
Making it. Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough. Thank you guys very much for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday to my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye bye. And say bye bye to Mary too. Bye.
私
I
の
love
お
Lily.
家にいらっしゃい
I'm not trying. Look, I'm not trying to make this even worse, Mary.
Come on. Give me something.
Journalism is an exceptionally perilous endeavor in certain regions of the world, and Mexico stands out as a particularly dangerous place for journalists. The risks associated with media-related activities in Mexico are alarmingly high, as powerful drug cartels vehemently oppose the exposure of their illicit activities to the public eye. This hostile environment has led to tragic outcomes for several YouTubers, whom cartels believed were a problem. Their stories serve as chilling reminders of the hazards faced by those who challenge the status quo and endeavor to uncover the hidden realities of Mexico's criminal underbelly. The sacrifices made by these fallen journalists highlight the pressing need for greater protection of press freedom and the pursuit of justice.
There we go.
Their untimely deaths serve as poignant symbols of a larger issue plaguing Mexico, an environment where powerful cartels exert control, perpetrate violence with impunity, and create a pervasive climate of fear that suppresses people's voices. Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales, popularly known as El Pirata de Culiacan, which translates to the Pirate of Culiacan. Juan was a famous YouTuber who gained notoriety in Mexico. He was born in the Mexican state of Sinaloa, specifically in a small town called Villa Juarez, located in the municipality of Navolato. It's worth noting that Navolato is situated southwest of Badiraguato, the hometown of the infamous drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Juan's life was marked by adversity from an early age. He grew up without knowing his father, and his mother, who hardly worked, left him under the care of his grandmother when he was just a child. As he narrated, at the age of 15, he decided to leave his hometown, abandoning his high school education, and moved to the neighboring municipality of Culiacan in search of a means to make a living. To sustain himself, he took up the job of washing cars. However, it was during this period that Juan's relationship with he began heavily indulging in alcoholic beverages. This behavior earned him the nickname that would soon become synonymous with his online persona, El Pirata de Culiacan, or the Pirate of Culiacan. His YouTube videos depicted him guzzling whiskey and beer to excess, often leading to him passing out from excessive intoxication. Remarkably, despite his young age, Juan's online presence skyrocketed. By the time he was merely 17 years old, he had amassed over 1 million followers on Facebook and 300,000 followers on Instagram. He had become a true social media star. It was quite unexpected that so many people would be captivated by the spectacle of an underage teenager consuming copious amounts of alcohol. Juan's youthful appearance, coupled with his belligerent and clownish behavior, proved to be an entertaining combination for his audience. His fame even extended to being featured in music videos, further solidifying his status as a cultural phenomenon and the envy of most teens his age. On Instagram, Juan unabashedly shared pictures of himself posing with large guns, surrounded by scantily clad women and flaunting luxury cars. It was a lifestyle that seemed incongruous with his age, yet it attracted a significant following, with many eager to witness his audacious exploits. Despite his aspirations of becoming a musician, Juan found himself catapulted into the realm of Mexican regional fame through an unexpected avenue. His notoriety hinged solely on his consumption of blackout amounts of alcohol, to the point where he would inevitably pass out and collapse. While this may not have been the career path he initially envisioned, it became the foundation of his public persona. At the age of 15, Juan achieved viral fame with his video titled El de la Red Label, or The One with the Red Label. This video showcased his indulgence in a bottle of whiskey, capturing both the act of drinking and its aftermath. For Juan, this video marked a significant turning point in his career as he transformed his penchant for inebriation into a recognizable brand. Although he had other odd jobs during this time, such as washing dishes and cars, he yearned for a different kind of life. Gradually, Juan realized that his controversial behavior resonated with internet users, propelling him toward newfound popularity. It was during this period that he formed a friendship with Beto Sierra, a prominent influencer in the Mexican regional scene. Beto was well versed in the intricacies of online platforms, possessing the ability to navigate social media networks with ease. He possessed a natural rapport with audiences, and their connection was palpable. Together, Juan and Beto forged a formidable partnership, leveraging their combined talents to captivate online audiences. Beto's guidance and experience helped Juan navigate the intricacies of the digital landscape, enabling him to refine his content and further establish his online presence. Their collaboration proved fruitful, resonating with the public and fostering a loyal following. As Juan's popularity soared, he began to branch out beyond his viral videos, exploring opportunities in other media realms. The allure of his audacious persona, coupled with his growing network within the Mexican regional scene, opened doors to new ventures. It was a testament to the power of the internet and its ability to transform individuals with unconventional talents into bona fide public figures. Like a drug trafficker, Juan the Pirate commissioned a corrido in his name that was performed by Ultimo Escuadron, and in it he is described as crazy and accelerated, who with his wrapped gun walks where he wants. There are many plebitas, women, left over. The song explains that he has several enemies, who he challenges even if they look at him small. To build his reputation as a pirate, Juan started making his own merchandise, like caps with his name, and even started a hashtag just like that. He often posed with weapons he guaranteed were borrowed for the photo shoot, and was also seen in the company of scantily dressed women. He got tattoos and drew a beard on his chin in an attempt to look older than his actual age. For Juan, it was all a show, a game, but soon this show would bring about dire consequences. Unfortunately, in 2017, this young star's life came to an abrupt and violent end. Juan shared a video in which he insulted one of Mexico's most dangerous drug lords, El Mencho, who is currently the most wanted man in Mexico, with a $10 million bounty on his head. El Mencho has built a reputation where he controlled people by threatening them, and his cartel, the Jalisco
慌て
New
ふためき
Generation
はして
Cartel,
も
was
私
known
を
for
止め
their
るほどの
brutality.
勇気
The
はない
Jalisco New Generation Cartel,
写真た
or
ちのあの時の
CJNG,
表情
is
を
one
思
of
い
the
出すと
fastest rising drug cartels in Mexico, operating
滑
in several
稽で仕
Mexican
方ありま
states
せんね
and forging underworld ties
さて
around the globe. The
行くとし
CJN
ましょ
has
う
been linked to thousands
た
of
まには
murders,
散歩
most
を
of
する
which
という
have
の
been
も
traced
悪くありませ
specifically
ん
to their leader, El Mencho, who is reportedly a former police officer. Juan had made a mistake by insulting El Mencho, one that would prove to be fatal. In the video, Juan was noted to have said, El Mencho a mí me pela la verga, a phrase that loosely translates to, suck my and it was aimed directly at El Mencho. The video was shared online and quickly went viral. Not too long after that, Juan was partying at a bar in Jalisco when a group of armed individuals stormed in and fired at the 17-year-old star. It was reported that Juan suffered at least 15 bullet wounds when he was attacked. He was identified by the pirate and tiger tattoos on his arm. Prior to his death, Juan admitted his behavior was sometimes excessive. As he told radio host Pepe Garza, "People ask me, how do you do it? How do you handle drinking so much? I just laugh. I say, I don't know how I do it." He added, "But they're right. Sometimes I go too far." He really went far with that one. So far that it cost him his life. Mexican newspaper Periódico Supremo wrote about the video that may have resulted in Luis Rosales' death. Así firmó su trato de muerte, which translates to, thus he signed his trato of death. Despite the fact that he took his drinking and insults too far, Juan's death points to the larger issue of rampant violence in Mexico. The year Juan died was known as one of the deadliest on record. The country averaged some 69 lives a day. Beto Sierra, an Instagram star, remembered his friend Juan as chill and encouraged him to drink. On his Instagram, Sierra wrote, "He told me that he wanted to change, but on the weekend, there was no one to go out and dance with him. He never listened to those who going by the Instagram is another YouTube star to have had a fatal cartel. Apparently, she was shot to death because she had revealed information about the cartels in San Francisco. Leslie is a passionate Leslie later became known for her big curly whip wig, red lipstick and glasses, which was a look she took on when playing the role of an exaggerated character called Nana Felipe. She was to interact freedom of speech or free press. Highly suppressed and certain information can become public. Going public with such information can come at the cost of people's lives. Since the year 2000, before long, Leslie drew the attention of the independent cartel group. This was when things began to spiral out of control. Her response was that of denial, claiming she had no association with the and also stating that the information on her phone was reliable and honest. In 2018, while Leslie was working on shooting her 3 times. Against Leslie was apprehended. This Sicario, known by the nickname El Pete, was affiliated with the However, a shocking turn of events unfolded when the case reached the court. Despite the presence of compelling evidence against El Pete, the judge dismissed the charge, citing an allegedly insufficient evidence. This outcome
No, why are they so far away? Oh, come on. Time to drink my coffee. It's ink. instant coffee. Not great, but while it's still warm, it's fine.
Her commitment to journalism is unwavering, even in the face of grave personal risk. Sadly, Leslie's story serves as a stark reminder that politicians were not the primary threat she faced. In Mexico, cartels wield an iron fist, exerting control over vast stretches of the country. Their influence permeates every facet of society, making it incredibly challenging for individuals to live in peace and safety. The tragedy of Leslie's murder reflects the pervasive atmosphere of violence and lawlessness that plagues Mexican communities.
Oh, we're all dead. Only through unwavering determination and a commitment to justice can the cycle of violence be broken and the voices of the oppressed be heard. Leslie's legacy lives on as a reminder of the importance of a free and fearless press. Her unwavering dedication to her craft serves as an inspiration for journalists around the world who continue to expose corruption, shine a light on injustice, and strive for a more just and transparent society. The battle for a safer Mexico, where truth prevails over silence and accountability triumphs over impunity, remains an ongoing struggle, one that demands the unwavering commitment of individuals and institutions alike. El Compa Jorge. What a show, my people. Happy start to the week for everyone. We are over the holidays for which we were able to have a vacation, and now we are... Here I come to account for the banks to see how much line there is. Please blessings. Nice day for all. These were the words of Jorge in a video he uploaded around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. About 45 minutes after announcing his itinerary, Compa Jorge was mercilessly gunned down outside his home on Gilberto Owen Street, between Juan Ruiz de Alarcon and Jose Vasconcelos Streets, a site that is 2 blocks from the 9th military zone of Culiacan. Jorge started his channel by posting simple vlogs and storytime videos. After a while, he stuck to a niche and began releasing content centered around expensive cars and his personal UTV collection. In the city of Culiacan, where Jorge is from, a flashy lifestyle with flashy cars could attract all sorts of attention, including the wrong ones. Cartels are known not just for silencing the media, but for kidnapping and extortion, among others. In 2021, Jorge recounted a particularly terrifying ordeal, one where he was kidnapped by some cartel members.
Porque les voy a platicar una anécdota que me pasó, pues les voy a platicar más o menos la historia de cómo me levantaron aquí en Culiacán, please.
It was an experience that left him traumatized and had a significant impact on his mental health. According to Jorge, he spent several months without going out because he was still afraid of what or who might have been waiting for him outside. Even stopping at a red light was enough to put him on edge. In the video, he went down memory lane and even drove back to the place where he'd been kidnapped, despite feeling uneasy about it. According to Jorge, he found himself in a rather unfortunate and harrowing situation. He had been out with a friend when an unexpected turn of events occurred. His friend requested that Jorge give some mutual acquaintances a ride home, and being the amiable person he was, Jorge happily agreed to help. As Jorge drove, he began to feel a sense of unease. He had consumed a few drinks earlier on the evening, and now he felt the urge to vomit and relieve himself urgently. Realizing he couldn't wait any longer, he pulled over and stepped out of the car to attend to his bodily needs. However, in a twist of fate, as Jorge stood there vulnerable and undefined, another vehicle approached him. To his dismay, a man emerged from the car, motioned blindly, and came to him instead. Before Jorge could comprehend what was happening, he found himself being brought to the fence and forcibly thrown into the car. Jorge's habit and a blindfold covered his eyes. The captor began interrogating him, demanding to know the source of his income. In response, Jorge truthfully mentioned that he owned a tortilla shop. However, Jorge found it hard to believe that someone with such a seemingly modest business could afford his car for his driver. Their suspicion grew when they insisted that Jorge was involved with a cartel. To further cement their belief, musicians increased the volume of the music playing in the car. The lyrics referred to a notorious The coincidence was striking, especially considering that both Jorge's license plate and Julio's charge. Jorge vehemently denied any association. However, his captor fact, they subjected them to both verbal and physical threats. One of the men attempted to stroke Peter's head with a pistol, while a man was supplied underscoring the fact that he possessed the power to end their life. As the situation seemed to be he implored them that if they intended to kill him, they should at least leave his body in a place where his family could find him. Surprisingly, this heartfelt plea seemed to strike a chord with the kidnappers. Perhaps feeling a trace of empathy, or realizing the gravity of their actions, they made the remarkable decision to set Jorge free. The captors untied Jorge's hands and removed the blindfold. They gave him a simple instruction to hold 5 minutes. George to regain his freedom. Months after uploading the video detailing his ordeal at the hands of kidnappers, Jorge uploaded a storytime video where he talked about the time he unknowingly spoke to one of El Chapo's sons. People have speculated that the video caught the attention of opposing cartel organizations. His channel was successful and amassed numerous views per post, but all that success would be short-lived. On the 18th of April, 2022, he was leaving his home about his plans for the day, when a vehicle carrying armed individuals pulled up at his house. They was shot multiple times before the conflict sped up. Emergency personnel arrived at the scene to attend to Jorge, and while he was being transferred to a rehabilitation clinic, people have questioned his decision to remain in the state and travel as he felt like kidnappers, saying it was a bad idea to be on the terms of crime. Perhaps there was some merit. As kidnapped victims in Mexico don't often want to see the spirit or their lives. Maybe he really shouldn't.
Come on.
Killers are still free, and the murderers are
Stop dying.
in the vibrant town of Instagram, Mexico, there lived a passionate YouTuber named Ruben Ortega.
No.
Alias Super Chino. Ruben had a deep passion for tradition.
Why am I the only one alive?
Often donning a distinctive red mask, he would frequently live-stream events and festivities within his community. It was through these endeavors that Ruben endeared himself to the locals, becoming a beloved figure in the town he held dear. Although his channel had a modest following, his subscribers were incredibly supportive of his endeavors, embracing his commitment
Ah, come on.
to the beauty of their shared heritage. The abrupt and violent nature of Ruben's untimely demise sent shockwaves through Ixtapaluca. On the fateful day of August 31st, 2022, as Ruben returned home with his wife and 4-year-old son, they were ambushed by a group of armed assailants lying in wait. Without warning, the attackers unleashed a
Nope, nope, nope.
tragically ending his life. The young child, traumatized by the harrowing scene, witnessed the heart-wrenching murder of his father.
Is he gonna relax? Can't do this. I can't do this. Especially solo.
News of Ruben's shocking murder spread rapidly
And
across
as
social
clean.
media, conveyed through a solemn message posted on his official Facebook page. The post confirmed the devastating news, stating, "Unfortunately, it's all true. Friend and colleague Ruben Ortega has passed away. Thank you all for your support." The loss of Super Chinelo reverberated deeply within the hearts of those who admired him, for he had dedicated himself to promoting the essence of Mexican culture and celebrating its intrinsic value. Even his chosen on-screen moniker, Super Chinelo, was derived from a traditional Mexican dance originating from Tlayacapan in the state of Morelos, which held a special place in his heart. Ruben's passion for his heritage was palpable in every interview he conducted with locals during parades and events. His unwavering objective was to instill a sense of appreciation for Mexican traditions within the younger generations, ensuring that their ancestral customs and values endured. His genuine love for his community and his unwavering commitment to preserving its cultural heritage earned him profound adoration and respect. The tragic loss of Ruben Ortega, a beacon of cultural pride, left a void that would be difficult to fill. Regrettably, Ruben's murderers continue to evade justice, their identities and motives remaining a mystery. The case remains unresolved, casting a dark shadow over the community and leaving behind a haunting reminder of the dangers faced by those who dare to challenge the status quo. The legacy of Super Chinelo lives on, forever etched in the hearts of those who cherished him, and his tragic passing serves as a solemn reminder of the urgent need for justice
Please don't go
and
on
a
this therapy.
society free from violence and fear. If you enjoyed this video, click on the card on your screen for more content.
Very serious player. Heck yeah. I mean, look at this solo right here he plays. It's insane. I don't know how he does it. Just the form he has, you know, playing with his thumb like he's playing a bass. It's crazy. And then Steven Seagal also has an energy drink called Lightning Bolt. And here he is with a panda.
Wow. No wonder he's so fast. Why does he have a panda?
Well, you know, he's a man of the myth, the legend, you know, a man of animals. I didn't even show you like his true power. Like what, like this is an old one of him. This is like back in his prime, right? You know, right now he's just warming up, you know. No punches, just flipping people. But eventually he brings out the pinky finger. Where's it at?
No.
There he is. Look at these guys pushing against him. They're pushing so hard right now against his pinky finger. They just can't do it. The struggle is real. Look at him, just staring him down. Amazing. Wow. What a freaking beast. He's the whole package, Dane. You know, you may have noticed his hair. You know, from yeah. So he's also a master of regrowing hair. He's defeated.
He probably used his pinky to pluck the hairs back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's insane.
He is amazing, and on top of all that, he grew all of his hair back. He's also a lover, Dane. He's also a lover. Here you go.
All the allegations of sexual harassment. You had a rape allegation against you, and I wonder how you deal with all that.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Steven Seagal.
She's getting choked out right now.
He's on the way to get her right now. You know, he messed with the wrong one.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he does have some. Moving past that, let's get back to the greatness. You know, he's Mr. Worldwide. He's from all over the place. Look, we just figure out where he's from.
I'm a little bit Asian, and I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian.
You have Italian descent?
Yeah, I have some Italian on my mother's side. I'm Russian.
I'm an American.
Yeah, I just, you know.
Wow.
As you know, I'm a fighter. I'm a writer too. And
He does a little bit of everything, all right? He can do it all. I just have like these moments.
You slapped him pretty well at one point, too. I remember the crowd was like, oh, Steve.
yeah, I just, you know.
He just hit him with the. Did you like all movies? Young man.
You know I did.
Wow. Oh my God. You know what a big fan it is? Vladimir. Right.
Oh,
He is. He's Russian. He's Vladimir Putin was like a fan of his movie, like gave him citizenship or something like that, right? Is that what happened? And he's also a lover of vegetables. He really enjoys a good carrot. Delicious. Oh, melons. Oh yeah. Very nice melons right there. Yeah, here you go. Just like, bro. Did you know he was there? Wow. He was out there saving people, man. Watch out, Dane.
he's actually a 7th-dan black belt.
He's also a police officer. Right? You remember? He's teaching him how to shoot. He can do it all, man. He can do it all.
These days, where is Steven Seagal? I don't think he's blocked up.
What are you talking about? He's always there. Like,
Just, you know, that I'm training in UFC. You know, some of them have gotten championship belts, world championship belts. That to me,
there you go, Dane. I mean, he's retired. He's teaching people out there. And they're winning championship belts. And they're like, thank you, Steven Seagal. How many times you heard that?
Because of your movie.
Joe Rogan said it was his book. Like Joe Rogan.
What a matchup that would be, though, you know?
I'd love to see that.
10 years ago,
That's right, Dave. He only gets better with age. It's like, it's like growing in power.
It's like a fine wine, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up in a very, very dangerous area, an area that was all
He grew up in an area where the Yakuza was there?
And the Bloods.
God dang. Oh, what area? Where was Steven Seagal born? Michigan. Oh my God.
There's gotta be so much Yakuza there, bro.
The crime rate in this place is bad. Oh, lots of assault. Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Barely made it. Already got a dead guy. Well, you died. Heal yourself.
Worst host they've ever had, and they can't even like show. They don't even air the show anymore because it was just so terrible. He turns the camera and says, "This is what happens when you come to planet." That's right. And of course, we'll get back to he was lovely. Let's just.
I mean, you wanna wait for me?
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyone with brains can tell that Steven Seagal's the real deal. All right?
That's right. Don't mess with it.
Leave a comment. Let me know your day, your birthday. Happy birthday. Satoshi, my friends, I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
No. Okay, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay. One more fight. I will do Shogun. Ah, the gate is just taking out half my words. Why aren't you teleporting?
Like what I want to know with you guys, seriously.
Tabi wa itsuka owari o mukaeru. Awateru hitsuyou wa nai. Nankou furaku.
Yes, we got people.
How to fix Diablo 4. Let me explain how to fix Diablo 4. Number one, you put in good stuff. Number two, you take out the bad stuff.
Your brain waves are going to be changing. Like they look, they know how people get addicted to alcohol and to other drugs. You think they're not going to figure out how to make you join the machine?
But you're right. They're going to
The
want
level
you to do it
70s
before
trying
you
to
realize you're doing it. Like with Social Security
gonna be
numbers,
like,
you get one when you're born now. It's not a
he
choice.
wants to be
When
the
first generation that
Zhongli.
experienced Social Security numbers were like, why are you giving me this tracking mechanism? I don't
that's
want it. I
good.
don't want to be tracked.
I had this conversation with someone recently who's like, yeah, I want to have identical twins. That way I'll just only register one of their births and they can like trade off who has the social security number when they need it, and the other one, like, they can just also semi-low off the grid. Because the other people who don't have social security numbers are like, who were born to reclusive cults.
Then one of the twins could kill the other twin.
Anything could happen, but it
Oh,
limits.
that's a good sci-fi movie.
That is a good sci-fi
Like the one
movie.
twin being like, I will not share my life. You know? I think that's basically the plot of The Prestige, kind of. Like the two brothers were in secret, not to kill each other.
But
There's
yeah,
some
the
like
twins.
book that my younger sisters read where it's like there are 7 girls and you're only allowed to have like 1 kid, so they all like take a day of the week to go to school or something. I think this is really funny. But I do think that I think you're totally right. Like there ultimately become a time where your brain will be wired to seek out
lower
things,
level.
and I think the idea of
Why
like
would you try to
death and avoiding it by getting in the pod is something a lot of people will be
Pick
tempted
the
by because
character.
there's you know, as we move towards agnostic or atheistic culture, like there's nothing left for you afterwards. So why wouldn't you just continue to go on in the pod?
Well, ALX's best friend and one of his subscribers is a guy by the name of Elon Musk, and he even talks about how on a cell phone, you know, our response time is like a few milliseconds. So basically, they want to install the phone in your body so it can be instant. Have you seen that,
It's
ALX?
essentially an extension of your body at this point.
He talks. It already is an extension of our body.
Are you okay with this, or did you tell Elon no thanks?
I actually would.
It's not something I've talked about with him, but like,
Why not? Don't you care?
I'm not that close with him.
Yeah, he's best friends with him,
have,
and
like,
ALX is
When you guys are on
he's
the
in
phone
line.
at night, what do you guys talk about? I don't understand.
He's actually leading the transhumanism push. That's why he was building the park.
Where's all the damage?
People.
People?
Elon Musk. I know, because he can. Because he knows. We love you, Elon. Please don't delete my Twitter. I knew that. Or my ex. I was going to say, you already did
If your brain was connected to your Tesla, and you could drive it with your brain, if you went and picked somebody up with your Tesla and drove them around, would you be driving them or would your Tesla be driving them?
And then if they decided to turn off your Tesla, would they turn off your brain?
Yeah, like who has the right to your car if it's connected to your brain? Who has the right to my phone?
Y'all need to watch Stargate SG. Because they have an episode. So you guys know the plot of Stargate. Stargate, you can travel. It's completely proposed and it travels to different Stargates, different planets, different worlds. And one of the worlds they go to, it's like they send you the drone and it's destroyed. It's like smog and violence. But then all of a sudden the drone just like blink and then they're in this normal looking city. It's like grass, they put on suits, they go there. Turns out this city has this protective sphere over it that protects their environment from the outside, which has been pollution. Like at one point in the story, one of the people they meet just like stops and then walks blindly out to their death. Just like walks straight out through the force field into the apocalypse and is gone. And then when they go around asking everybody like, yo, where's Jim or whatever, they're like, who? And they're like, that guy who was just here. Like, what are you talking about? There's nobody here. There's only ever been us. And it turns out all their brains are warped and the power is running out. So the force field is shrinking and it can only accommodate so many people.
It makes you walk.
So it makes you kill yourself and then forget. Everyone forgets you existed. And so when the force field was first set up, there was like 1 million people left in the city. As the power slowly drained, the chip in their minds erased their memories and they would fall in line and not realize. That's why you don't want to plug your brain into the AI because your brain will effectively be Wikipedia and it will be subject to revision by popular demand.
That's what the internet's so dangerous, man.
Yeah,
You're constantly plugged in, your brain being rewritten whether you realize it or not.
Yeah, you have to discipline yourself, which is a great thing to say. There's no way any other app using AI in a way. You have to
Well, and have you guys seen the movie Eternal Sunshine? Yeah. Gary Howard, sad about your ex-girlfriend.
And they want to date again.
Yeah, and then they give up.
Memory, it's so fallible.
Yeah, Vanilla Sky was creepy too.
Yeah, Punch Drunk Love is a good one too with Adam Sandler. It kind of resonates with today about everything that's wrong with life, basically. And not just like we love Andrew Tate. He's the best guy ever. But the next one is you think you're cybersexing with a girl and you're
Dude, these AI women that are all over Twitter.
I've been seeing
They're guys.
all over Twitter now.
They're guys. Like, bro, like, here's the positive. Women will no longer be able to engage in OnlyFans sex work, right? It's just for all the trad cons.
It'll be a male-dominated industry.
Right.
Probably for the best.
And then the bad
At
news
least we're still alive.
it's like you're gonna be sexting with other dudes.
I think the top 3 women CEOs right now are all trans. They're all men.
Yeah, whenever they come out with these lists of like top 100 women in the world.
Well, to be fair, was female. We were running
You were looking
at
it. That's the craziest thing.
Oh, you know, look, it comes and goes. You know what I mean? Like, some people get hired, some people get fired. I just think that I'm curious what society, what porn is going to be like. Like, guys have to know at a certain point. Everyone's going to know that you're sexting other people.
No, it's going to be crazy. Right now, when you watch porn, you know that's the girl, and 5 minutes after, she's still going to be her. When you're in the AI and you're sexting with an AI woman, she can morph into like a demon in the middle of it, and then back into a red blob. So it's going to be crazy. Who's in control of
The highest paid female CEO. I mean, good for them, yeah, but it's just funny how it takes a man. I mean,
what's the name?
Well, it
What's the
depends
name?
on,
Is it
it's like-
Rothblatt?
Rothblatt?
Yeah, Martina Rothblatt.
Yeah, that's it.
It is.
Martine Rothblatt.
Martine Rothblatt is the one, according to Jason Burmis, Martine Rothblatt is like the
that's all.
center of the
Just the
transhuman
commissions,
movement.
and that's it.
It's
Probably
woman.
so.
And I have a couple of her books. I should know more about her.
I'm telling you, people are going to transhumans a thing, whether you want it or not. People are doing crazy stuff already. There was like some documentary I think Vice was producing where these people have gone to South America to genetically engineer themselves to live longer, and they're doing this thing. I don't know exactly how it works, but it stops fat production, and then something happens when your body produces fat that causes aging. So I have no idea, but I watched like a trailer for it, and they're like, by shutting down this process, the body focuses on muscle development instead, which will extend your life by 20 or some odd years. And then this guy's like, what do I care? I'm not going to starve to death in the modern world. So they're injecting themselves with this like DNA stuff to alter their bodies.
Bizarre. I kind of like that.
Not to mention that
lose weight, Ozempic.
So we went and got stem cell treatment for. I got it for my hip, and it's like cured me. And it's like a common thing they do. It's like fairly common on the U.S. They do. There's two different versions of it. They take your own stem cells from your own bone marrow, or they get donor stem cells from umbilical donor stem cells is a popular thing.
From aborted fetuses?
Not from aborted fetuses.
Damn.
No, that's a bit gross and messed up. But
letdown for Alex.
But so like for instance, I don't know how much I'm supposed to say about the clinic we went to because it's their business. But they say all this stuff publicly. But there's donated umbilical stem cells. My question is, what happens is you get stem cells. They go into your body and they are attracted to where there's inflammation. When there's cellular damage, a chemical gets released. Stem cells, when they pass by it, get attracted to it and then become the cells around it. So whatever is like, my hip's totally better. I was getting the other day, it was perfect. But my question with these guys was like, I talked to another doctor about it. I said, if the stem cells don't repair the damage, like, what if you just kept giving your stem cells like, every week? They didn't have an answer. They were just like, I don't think they told me anything. I think they're just like, oh, I don't know.
Because you know there's somebody addicted to getting stem cells.
But they're crazy stories. Like, what if these global elites, like these powerful, wealthy individuals who do these blood transfusions, just say like, I'm going to give myself stem cells every other week. That way I can live forever. Like, wouldn't it replace all the damaged cells forever and just keep you alive?
Do you remember the show Silicon Valley on HBO?
And they had people doing the blood transfusions.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah, that's real.
They're these guys that will hire like a 20-year-old dude. And they say, what they do is they'll go to a gym and they'll find guys who just want to work out.
They give them a drug test.
And they'll give them a drug test and they'll be like, what's your diet like? And they'll say, okay, you qualify. We'll pay you $150,000 a year to do a once-a-month blood transfusion. And they're like, wow, just once a month? Yep. And they get 4 guys and every week they get young blood pumped into their bodies, which heals them.
Do you remember that billionaire who was like spending all that money to make himself young? And
Yes.
Millionaire.
He's not even that rich.
He gets stem cells. He does that with his son, and then he does it for his dad. And so they're like.
So he gets his son's stem cells?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Brian
But that's got to be like
Johnson.
draining the life of your kid. You know, I just watched this movie called Paradise on Netflix. I think it just came out, so I don't want to spoil too much. But the premise is that they discover a way to transfer effectively. They simplify it as transferring time. So someone who's young can sell years off their life to someone who's older, and it de-ages them and ages them.
People would do that, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so there's brokers, and they'll be like, "Look, man, you're 20 years old, right?
You don't need these 3 extra
5 years. You'll be 25. You're still young. No one will even know you've aged, and we're gonna pay you $50,000. Imagine what you could do at 20 with $50,000." They go to one guy and he says he wants this 18-year-old kid to sell 15 years off his life for 700,000 euro because it's a German movie. And the kid's like, I just turned 18, I'll be 30. He's like, yes, but with 700,000 euro, you can bring your family into the country and start a business and make a better life for your family. And then like gets the kid to sign away 15 years of his life. The movie's pretty
kind of like
crazy.
the movie Click too, in a weird way. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like
Adam Sandler skipping everything.
Yeah, trading success and just skipping out in your life the experiences.
Think like the premise is actually really interesting because think about it. What do you think about this? There's somebody who is not a hard worker, doesn't care about life, doesn't want to work, sitting in their living room playing video games all day, and they're let's say they're 20 years old and they're like, I don't want to get a job, I don't want to do anything, this is so dumb. And then there is a scientist who has dedicated his life to cancer research and he's made a bunch of breakthroughs and he's like 80. Would it be ethical to tell that 18-year-old kid to sell 15 years to the 80-year-old so the 80-year-old can keep doing his research to cure cancer?
Or like
in that circumstance,
and if it was all consensual, like the kid was like, I don't even care, give me the money, and then the 18-year-old's now effectively 32, but he gets paid a couple $100,000, which funds his nonsense life. And then the scientist goes back to work and gets 15 more years.
See, I was thinking like people who like don't want to be alive anymore. Like you could sell the remaining
drug
everything,
addicts.
or
Like in Canada.
up to last month, right? But then if you sell it, you leave money to whoever you want. You get everything you want.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
It seems really dark, but
the assisted suicide too. That's a weird psyop, like where you're basically getting people that are healthy. I think they recommended it for an ex-Paralympian that couldn't get up their stairs. They didn't
Yeah,
have
they're like,
money
have you
for his-
considered dying?
Yeah.
Whoa,
That was
dude.
Canada. That was Canada.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
well, How to Die in Oregon had this. Like, if you've seen the documentary, is really interesting, and they were talking to people who were pro assisted suicide, but they had one man who was like, I live below the poverty line, and I have lung cancer, and they told me that the surgery is too expensive for state healthcare to pay for, but they will cover the cost of assisted suicide if I want to go that route, which is just dark.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
But now
and that
imagine,
movie came out. I mean, what 2011? I think?
But now imagine this. So you're 40 years old and you're like, I'm depressed, and they're like, you
Nice
qualified for medical assistance in dying, but what we'll do is instead of just ending your life, we'll transfer your remaining 40 years to this person. And then they transfer, and then you're like, and then the other person's like, I'm young and healthy again.
It's like instead of donating your body to science, you donate your remaining years
Yeah.
to science.
Well, something's going on because in China, if you're like a wealthy businessman in China, you can like basically they'll like put you in a van and say you need a kidney or something like a heart. They literally will get you one. And here in America and in Canada, we don't have that. Yet there's a lot of wealthy people that are having heart failure that need an incomplete heart.
But you know
what's the best way to get a healthy heart? Somebody that has a bad hit that they're depressed,
you know
and kill themselves.
You know, the crazy story is that wealthy Muslims in like Arabic nations, like princes and businessmen, will pay China to harvest the organs from Uyghur Muslims for them because they're like, they need special.
People
like,
go from
halal.
America to China to do that, man. There's supposedly people that go from all over to go to China. That I mean, you have to be highly connected, obviously, but that's not just Saudi Arabians are doing it.
That's a part of the movie. It's called Paradise, where basically there are people who operate these pop-up time transfer clinics where they take refugees and then basically force them to and
trade
like,
the time.
A wealthy businessman walks out with his jacket and like walks into the machine and they de-age him. It's crazy.
That Sound of Freedom, they talked a lot about organ transport or organ harvesting and trafficking also. Like it's a lot about kids, the Sound of Freedom, but I think it was Tim Ballard actually was just telling us that it was a lot about organ harvesting too, like that the human trafficking movement is more than just slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
They want them hearts, they want them livers.
Yep.
I think we need to grow them with stem cells in laboratories because I cannot stand the thought of people getting cut open and having their organs seized.
You guys want to know the worst thing about all this? We sit here and we say, oh man, the future's going to suck. Think about how scary and awful all this stuff is going to be. And then when we're in our 70s, there's going to be a bunch of kids who are doing all of this being like, shut up, old man, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And we're going to be like, you shouldn't be selling your organs. And they're like, wow, I'll just grow another one.
Well, we already do this now because everybody here, except for ALX, I mean, I don't know, Hannah, but dude, we grew up when you had to call somebody on the phone. You didn't have a cell phone. You had to call the landline.
How old are you?
27.
Huh. So he probably remembers that a little bit. But I'm just saying it was not that long ago because I'm yelling at these kids that have a cell phone when they're in like first grade. You know, you don't realize, and back in my day, we didn't have a cell phone.
I think
We're already
in Korea they put the street lights on the ground. Did you see that? There's like on the bumper on the corners. Because so many people on the curb because so many people are looking down at their phones. So it turns green and red on the curb now.
Wow.
Sorry to interrupt, Tim.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's
Innovative.
wild to look at.
But we're not saying things like some people are saying cell phones are bad. That I get. But I'm saying like there's going to be kids floating around in like full bodysuits with Neuralink plugged in. Their eyes are going to be just like rolled in the back of their head. and we're gonna be like these dang kids. You know, I can't believe this. We fought so hard. And
This dang Borg. You think they'll be Borged up by the time we're 70?
Have you seen? Yes. And then there's also that other show on Apple. I didn't watch it, but it's where you could split yourself in two. So you have your work self and your leisure self. So what you do is it's like this program. I need to watch it. Someone on the show was telling us about it, where it's like, oh, I've got to go to work now, and then you activate the device, which makes your leisure self go to sleep. And then there's like a subconscious version that works. And then you wake up. When you come to, you're back home and work's done. And then like the premise of the show, I guess, is that the work versions of people start going insane. Like one woman keeps getting pregnant and then zonking herself out, and then waking up 9 months later when the baby's been delivered and she gets paid money for the surrogacy.
And she just keeps doing it?
That's apparently part of the show. I haven't seen it though.
What's that one called?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or what's that show?
Someone's gonna be able to chat it. They'll know what the name is.
I think
It's
that's
on
sad
Apple.
though. I think
Severance.
so often
Severance?
we're
Yeah.
like moving towards a culture that's like separate yourselves and numb yourself in one part of your life and not in the other. And I just think that like, you know, it's easy to look back at certain things in history and be like, oh, it was so much better then. And I think you have to be careful about that because, of course, there are all kinds of innovations I'm grateful for. But I think, you know, these generations after us that are even more plugged in than ever, like, you know, Gen Z is the most online generation we've ever had until Gen Alpha comes along. I think they will wonder, you know, why someone didn't set some limitations at some point. Like, were they better for having pursued the technology and been granted unlimited access to the internet? And I just think ultimately no.
Well, Trump always says, make America great again. And then I try to think, when was America great? When was the last time? And I'll tell you, it was the 90s when Bill Clinton was getting BJs in the Oval Office.
Yeah,
we
Teenage Mutant
peaked.
Just specifically because of that?
Yeah, well, that was a big part of it. But ever since then, we've just been downhill. The internet,
That was our peak.
That was our peak. The late night shows. That's where everybody watched. We'd all go around the TV.
Roseanne was hot.
Roseanne was hot.
And it was the last decade. Name a decade.
I don't know.
60s.
Yeah.
70s.
Can't say
the 10s.
This isn't
the 90s.
Oh, we're in the
was
roaring
end.
20s.
Yeah. No, the 90s culturally is the last decade. So we can always go back and be like, oh man, the roaring 20s, oh the Depression in the 30s, World War II in the 40s, oh the 50s, civil rights, 60s,
yeah, we're in the 20s now.
70s, disco, rock or whatever, the 80s. You can imagine the way people dressed. You can imagine the music they listened to by those decades. The 90s, we can remember the flannels and the jeans and the rock. What's 2000?
Yeah. But
what is it?
But do you think in the 2080s and 90s they're gonna say the same thing about?
Nope.
No.
When they say the 20s will be like the 1920s
maybe.
or the 2020s. And this is why instead of calling it Gen Alpha, I want to call it Alpha Gen. And then we'll go Beta Gen, Gamma Gen. So, because by the time we get back to Gen
Mega
X,
Gen.
it has to be X Gen. So otherwise, you won't know which Gen X they're talking about. The one from, the 60s, 26 generations
they'll call
ago.
it something else. Like,
call it Alpha Gen. It sounds
they all have different
badass.
names. There's the greatest, the silent. There's the boomers, Gen X, the millennials, Gen Z just because of Gen X.
Yeah.
Then there's Gen Y. No one really uses that. Gen Alpha. They're going to make up a different name for it. They're going to call it like, I don't know, the Neurogen or like the Neuralink generation or something like that.
Dude, we're in the 20s, right? 20s again.
Roaring 20s.
That's weird.
Yeah, we got 10 more years until World War III kicks off.
Do you think what's the over under on World War III for real?
Bro,
in the next 10.
Modine told us 2025.
Yeah.
Modine said it?
Yeah, so he
And then I googled it and he was right.
Insight?
You looked it up and it told you the future?
Well, he was completely correct. Look at this. Air Force General predicts war with China in 2025, tells officers to prep by firing a clip at a target and aim for the head. I hope I am wrong, but my gut tells me we will fight in 2025, said General Mike Minahan in a memo sent to the officers he commands and obtained by NBC News.
Well, where's Minahan now? What's he up to?
Yo, this was January.
I believe
this was 7 months ago.
I believe it with everything that's breaking out in Africa right now. That with Ukraine and Taiwan, you just get all these huge like events popping up all across the globe in the last.
And you know what's going on
2-3
in
years.
Antarctica is where their secret base is to hide.
in the Earth, yes.
Okay,
We know that the Earth is not a spinning ball, so don't say globe.
All of the world leaders have conspired to build a deep underground base, and they're playing. This war is a big game, and they've all agreed that when the game ends, they'll all go hang out in the underground base, and then whoever won.
Under the Denver airport.
No, it's in Antarctica.
Mm.
The Denver airport, something's weird with that. And then the runways are shaped like a swastika. Type in Denver airport runways shaped like swastika.
Because it makes
Glowing
sense, like,
eyes
structurally,
of the horse.
but
Yeah, and you know that horse
that
killed
horse
its
is-
sculptor. The person that sculpted that, it fell on him and died.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Denver airport horse?
Also,
Yes.
they had another functional airport when they built
They call it Blucifer because it's a blue horse.
And there's
yeah.
a lot of like weird paintings or whatever on the walls in the basement.
It's
area.
got an interesting energy. It's so high up, so I imagine it's flood proof. If
Use
they're going
that-
to build
click that
underground
third
bases,
picture,
you want
Tim.
them
Like maybe
Kinda
they can't get to
tell- go back.
Antarctica fast enough. We go to the Denver airport. Not we.
And this
but-
is where
Wait, what?
go
Go to
to
that-
NORAD is right here in the mountains in Colorado Springs. I was just over there, and then there's other mountain bases apparently. But why
What do
it's
you
so
mean?
high
That's a
up?
swastika right there.
Oh,
That's
look
it.
at that. That's crude.
What?
But effective, yes, accurate.
I mean, I guess they didn't need, if they wanted runways, they could have done 2 runways on one and 2 runways on the other. And they didn't make
From other airports?
Yeah, it's highly funded. They spent a bunch of money on this airport, and it's not even, you know, Denver is not like a great international airport spot, right? I mean, there's something weird going.
It's in the middle of the country,
and it's high up.
And that's what they say all the elites are going to go to when they're getting
So, well, because NORAD was there, but I don't know. We're really close to Mount Weather. And what's the other one? Raven Rock? Yeah.
But that's decommissioned now, right?
So they say.
I suppose Mount.
No, they did a big expansion project, didn't they? On Raven Rock expansion.
I still want to go to Jim Justice's resort that has.
Oh, come on.
Where they were like, if there's nuclear bombing, we're going to send Congress here. You hear about this?
No.
It's in West Virginia. Governor Jim Justice. The Greenbrier Hotel.
When you look up Raven Rock, because it's in Fallout. But yeah, there was big news about the expansion of Raven Rock. Not complex.
I mean, we do have domes, deep underground military bases.
Right. And we're super close because we're really close to DC. So I think Mount Weather is like, what, half an hour drives north of us.
I want to go.
And you'll like the story goes, like you pull up, guys with guns jump out, and you try to just hit the F out and turn around.
Well, Tim, you've had Exertus on here who talks about Tartaria. That we've had a mud flood.
We've not had him on
I've
here.
never had it. I didn't know. I thought that you've had him on here, but I think there's probably something underground in Dallas. Right outside of Dallas, there's a city called Rockwall, where there's just a huge wall underground of rocks that it doesn't even.
These are all
No
done.
one knows why it's
They
there.
don't know if it's from the Neolithic
This is
era.
done.
They have no idea. In Rockwall, Texas,
I'm not
there's
going to
just
do the
a
rest of
huge,
these.
basically like a
And
fortress.
technically, Battle
Dude,
Pass
well,
is
the
finished.
South
So
here, I guess. 12,000 years ago, the
No
Great
point
North
in
American
trying to
flood
do that.
just annihilated the North American continent, wiped out all the megafauna, just smeared the surface. So, God knows what's underneath. If,
I
if,
think
if
the world
Atlantis
is
had colonized-
flooded at some point. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, journalist, any of that. I'm an idiot.
Just
but
real quick correction: Mount Weather is south of us, not north of us.
Nice. Dude, if there was ancient advanced culture in North America that got smeared
Okay.
and covered by that flood,
There's more and more evidence of maybe not advanced, but like an advanced enough culture, like being in the North America for thousands of years. I mean, there's the Serpent in Illinois or something.
yeah, the Serpent Hill, yes.
Ohio, it's in Ohio, yeah.
What is
that?
I visited
And it goes
Serpent
back-
Mountain.
Right over
Okay,
here.
let's move on to Honkai Star.
Pepe's the oldest
What is
too.
it? You can't just. What is it?
So the Serpent is
The Serpent Mound is
it's
what
a
it's
Serpent
called.
Mound. I'm not sure exactly how big it is, but on the equinox, the summer equinox, the head of the serpent, which is all made from Earth, points directly at the sun. And it's just like you'd have to have a bird's eye view to really be able to design something like this. So either that or it shows how good.
Oh yeah,
at
this thing
math-
right here.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I visited that when I was like 12. It's awesome.
See if you can find other images because you can only really see it from the sky.
The story is that during the last glacial period before the melt, that the glaciers had come down south all the way to Ohio in North America, and they got to the mouth of the Serpent Mound, and the glaciers stopped, and they felt like it was some spirit was protecting them from the glaciers, so they built. I think it was already a burial mound at that point, and then they turned it into a serpent. But in the beginning, it was just some sort of spiritual mound.
And then there's ancient pyramids somewhere, I think maybe Tennessee or something like that, made out of dirt.
So that proves aliens. You're saying?
Aliens? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Aliens.
Compression.
So they were already here and they left? They're like, we're done here?
Well, you know that this is what they'll tell you. Every single school kid, when they go to school, they'll say that Christopher Columbus discovered America. Yet when he got here, there was a bunch of Indians. So
There are people here already. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did he discover a place where there was already Indians with already a civilization?
Native Americans.
Also, Leif
Native
Erikson.
Americans.
And
excuse
technically,
me.
he landed in the Bahamas. So
Yeah, Leif Erikson was here in like 800 AD. He's a Viking.
The Vikings. So Christopher Columbus, What is it? 1842. So the
Scandalous.
1842.
What is 1642? What is
After
it?
we already had our independence, think about that, America.
They told us that he discovered America. Like they
That's what they tell us.
brainwashed us.
See, my whole childhood, I feel like they were in the process of walking that back. They're like,
okay, yeah.
well, he
Me too.
landed sort of here, and then also he really.
That's not
What is it?
and now-
1492.
Well, and now we don't have
Celebration Blue,
Columbus
yeah.
Day. They've erased Columbus Day off
Well,
of
that's 'cause
government
it's
calendar.
racist.
That wasn't my experience. When I was growing up, I went to school and they said, you know, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. And then when I came home and told my mom, she was like, there were already people here.
But you,
and I was like,
you're older than me. So what I'm saying is like where they were teaching it to you, and by the time I got to school, they were like, well, probably not so much. And now the time that like my younger sisters who are significantly younger than me
this
are
is
in school.
Viking erasure.
Well, and supposedly too, you know, when the Pilgrims came over, they actually tried a socialistic system and it failed miserably.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Because
they shared everything.
Yeah, because they came here with limited resources, they tried allocating everything in a centralized way, and it just didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah, they all died. Not everybody, but most of them.
Socialism, it failed.
Dude, Christopher Columbus, the story of him and his brothers is nuts. And his brothers apparently were just brutal psychopaths, and he gave them free reign to just drag people around by their hair, like women down the street and stuff, and they're just beating. Just
It was a different time, a different culture.
True. Apparently, Columbus had syphilis. Was it just syphilis? Ridden psycho. I don't know.
It was a different time,
Maybe
Ian.
maybe it's fake news, and maybe he was a beautiful human. Oh man, look at a picture of Christopher Columbus. He looks like the devil. Like he looks.
Well, what if he was actually
Pull up
the
a
best
picture of
person? You
Christopher
just
Columbus.
need
What
to-
does that mean?
Like this is the painting of evil right here. This is the guy that discovered America. Oh God.
He didn't discover America.
They told us he did.
He's the
But
European.
It's that colored one above that I was looking at.
This one?
Look at his
None
eyes,
of us would
man.
be here if it wasn't for Christopher
He looks like the guy from The Bear.
Just
What's that guy's
hate
name?
and misery in those eyes. Just
Look at those fingers. It's kind of
drunk.
weird.
Yeah, the guy's.
Yeah, his index finger is really long.
And he just let his brothers just
Also, this like
destroy.
cryptic gang sign. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a West Side for life.
Christopher Columbus. It was a different time. They were hard men. They sailed the ocean blue. But yeah, I got no love for Christopher Columbus. I'm very happy to see Columbus Day go.
Well, we're going to go to Super Chats. Everybody, if you haven't already, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, share the show with your friends, become a member at timcast.com to support our work, and you can buy coffee at castbrew.com. Let's read what you got.
Gotta
All
spend
right,
it.
where we at?
Let's do.
What do we have? Arrow says, sorry, Tim, only got 20 minutes into culture war and had to give up. Too many
Here, let's
bros. It's as bad as girls who use like
Evidence of
and
corrosion.
guys who use F every second word. Well, I hear you. Modine's had a lot of really funny things. There's some good conversation, but unfortunately, sometimes just these shows they go too far and too edgy. So an episode just is gone.
He said some stuff that, you know.
His secrets.
Yeah, his
you know?
secrets.
It was very-
them?
He told secrets and said that, you know, he would be liable to execution.
Okay.
Yeah, he was worried about his safety.
Better removed.
Yeah.
Preserve
It was a safety issue.
Let's grab some more super chats. Where we at?
Blue
Bryn
Shield.
Terranova says, Ian, I'm listening in from the ER today. I brought some crystals with me. Can you send me some good vibes and healing energy? Thanks.
Yeah. Put your palm on the crystal. Let it touch like your inner palm where the soft tissue is, and let the heat from the crystal go into you.
If you stuck the crystal up your butthole with that.
No.
It would
none of
probably
that.
be good.
You got to talk to a doctor.
Barack Obama did that actually.
Depends on how it's cut. Yeah. Like this one.
Okay, guys. You know, wait.
Did she really do that? Gwyneth Paltrow
They used to sell this jade egg
That
that
you
you like
stick?
enter into your vagina that like is supposed to help you heal and also make you
Yeah, Kegel.
Sorry, Tim, I'm talking about cultural icons.
Alistair Boosin says, I've been doing the Andrew Tate diet all week and I feel great. I drink coffee, smoke cigars, and protein supplements so it feels like my blood is on fire. I work and train all day and fast until dinner.
Oh, wild. Yeah, I heard it. Tate say that he drank 15 cups of coffee a day or something crazy.
Raymond G. Stanbert Jr. says, shout out to PBD for doing and Vivek doing a town hall. Gonna have to swing back and finish it after tonight's show, of course. Valor, victory, Vivek. Vivek is just like every video I see from him, he's like nailing it.
No, he is really good.
He's running the campaign. DeSantis.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because he really is. He's defending Trump. Well, I don't know how to explain why DeSantis totally went after Trump when Trump helped him out. I don't understand why that was. He would think that was
because they went after him.
Yeah, I know, but you feel like you look good if you were the good cop. Like if you were the nice guy, even if still going after you and you're saying nice stuff, it makes him look better.
Yep.
You know, instead of fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, the first thing was when Trump's indictment, and he said, "Look, I don't know what goes into paying off porn stars."
Exactly.
Instead of coming out boldly and being like, "You will not lay a finger on something." My state. Have a nice day.
That's what he should have done.
Yep. He's got bad advisors. He's got bad advisors. It's unfortunate. But I'm thinking like any moment now Ramaswamy is pulling and they know it. They know it. More and more stories are coming out about donors being like, not until you improve this.
Pausing the sentence.
What do we got? DeSanto Law PLC says, Tim, how have you not mentioned how obnoxious the women's USA soccer team is? Take the poll. How many Americans are cheering against them? Go Sweden. That is insufferable and overrated.
This is a brilliant thing because Lionel Messi just signed with Miami, right? And it's going super viral. They're playing in Dallas. And every ticket is sold out at the stadium. It's 112,000 stadiums. And the women's soccer team is supposed to be really frustrated because this is their time where they get all the publicity, and instead Lionel Messi's getting all of it. So nobody's even talking
But like,
That's true every year, though.
Messi, I hear, is
We never talk about women's soccer.
It's every 4 years, right? No, but like, I hear in the press that Messi is very good. Like, he's like a genuinely good guy. The fans love him. He's really talented. And then when you look at the women's team, they're just like represented by very snooty and mean people.
Yeah, Megan Rapinoe.
Right. She's like
The one who was on a float screaming, "I deserve this."
Well, he said that.
Yeah. This is like after they won. I don't follow it. There's like there was like one of the viral videos I remember of her with her purple hair.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, I'm terrified this one.
You're correct. She deserves everything.
Yeah, when you know the women played a bunch of 11-year-olds and lost?
14.
Whatever. 14 and under. It's 14 under. I think there was an 11-year-old
It was a
on.
freshman high school soccer team.
Yeah. They lost.
And didn't they say that they were playing light on the boys because they just wanted to be nice?
Give me a break. I mean,
Well,
come
the
on.
controversy too now is because they've been so good historically of the last 3 World Cups, and they tied. What I can't remember what country it was. They're celebrating like they just won the actual championship, and they tied, almost got knocked out of the tournament. And so like you have this new group of girls on the team that are just like. USA women's soccer is like the best women's soccer anywhere, and that's changed all this year.
So we have this very important one from Nonpartisan Kitty saying, "Where is the CEO, Mr. Focus? He's actually sleeping underneath the Papa and it's good because I was worried he was going to piss on the floor. And so we made a deal with Alex that we would allow him to be here so long as Alex cleaned up the piss.
And I would do it gladly because I love cats. I'm supposed to talk to parasite.
Oh, actually,
in my brain.
if you move your chair a little bit like this, other way, right? You can see Mr. Focus a little bit. You can see him, he's sleeping underneath. The Papa's in a good spot. He likes to be in the room where we are. He just likes to come in the room where we are at and then sleep. So
Well, that's what my cats do. When I podcast, they all go to my podcast studio. I mean, at least they can feel the energy, though. I think is what it is.
Like being right there, you know what I mean? When we were having sushi after the morning show, Focus came down and jumped up on the windowsill late in the sun. And Oh, awesome. Dude, life is good, huh, little dude?
Well, do you ever feel kind of like, this sounds crazy because I personally like animals more than humans, but I sometimes, this is going to sound crazy, I'm kind of jealous of my dogs sometimes because they don't have to worry about anything. They have no stress. They just get fed by me all day.
They're only stressed when you're out of town.
Yeah, exactly right. My animals are stressed right now because I'm gone.
But that's the thing, like you're the center of the earth, they stress about you constantly.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point.
Your Pitbull is
Ginger, yeah.
beautiful dog.
She's great.
What an amazing co-host. She's great. She was on Alex's show and we did.
No,
Wonderful.
And that's when it's sad. I look at my dog. I'm like, I'm kind of jealous of you. You just get to live this great life. But I mean, obviously, I want to be a human. I don't want to be a dog, but it is kind of nice not having stress and responsibility.
Think about it. Like a dog can walk into the middle room full of people, and everyone just says they love you, and they're all giving you massages. And it's like, life is good.
That's what they say a dog's life, right? Isn't that the saying?
All right, here we go. 5 Against 8 says, Tim, your Newsom prediction reminds me of angels and demons. The Camerlengo plants the antimatter so he can swoop in and save everyone, swaying the conclave to pick him as the new pope. Okay, not familiar with. I know Angels and Demons. It was like, what was that? Before Da Vinci Code or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember the Da Vinci Code was a big deal.
Yeah, with Tom Hanks.
Was
when
it good?
First came out. The first one was pretty good.
All right, let's grab some more. What do we have? What is this? Where are we at? Kane Abel says Tim Buchanan was not the second worst president. He was the third. Truman was second, and Biden was the first. All right,
Scandal at Truman. What do you guys think about Harry Truman?
I don't know.
He launched the atom bomb. Obviously, he's the one that ended World War II. He had to make a calculated risk. Are we going to send Americans into Japan on the mainland and have them just run up on machine guns?
Are you pro Truman?
I'm pro nuclear bomb on Japan in the
You are?
war, yeah, because they would have probably hundreds of thousands of Americans would have died in that siege on that island.
Do you know, or they say this, that they had prior knowledge before Pearl Harbor that they were going to
Oh, that was Roosevelt, but they may have. They knew that the actually they knew the Japanese were coming. They didn't know where exactly, and also it's very convenient to be attacked if you want to start a war. But I don't know.
They needed it. They needed Pearl Harbor. Yeah, they had to have Pearl Harbor.
There was a strong anti-war sentiment because they were like, dude, we're on the other side of the planet. Why do we care? Why are we going to die for Captain Europe? Again, World War I was bad enough.
Okay, well, that's a good point. So I would say most conservatives are against the war in Ukraine. What would have to happen in this region to make the people right?
Impossible.
Would be
Literally, well, okay, not literally, but here's what I think right now. Anything that happens will not be the fault of the war, but of Joe Biden, the Democrats, and the establishment. And based on how things are going, certainly something could happen where, like, Vladimir Putin kidnaps a busload of orphans and then goes on camera and goes, wahaha, hurting children. But that's not reality. The reality is a conflict over a region. And if it escalates to, say, like, nuclear artillery, the reaction in the United States will be against Biden, not Putin. They're going to be like, you exacerbated this. You sent the money. You guys were doing this, and this did not need to happen. If the U.S. did not get involved in Ukraine, Putin would have walked through the Donbass, and it would have been done. So I'm not saying that's all true. I'm saying they will claim that. They will blame the establishment, the Democrats, etc., for escalating the war and causing the escalation.
I think people so dumb that they did drop a nuclear weapon on Kiev. Well, it is time to get in there and put a beat in their ass.
I hope you're right. The neocons would, but not the Trump people. The Trump people would be like, if Trump was president, it never would have happened.
I think there's
and then even if so if ICBMs go flying and cities are blown up, like, okay, gloves are off, I have no idea. But if Putin uses a nuclear artillery, like these are smaller yield stuff, 100 kilotons, strategic targets, military targets, I think the reaction would be Donald Trump's statement would be like, this war will end overnight with diplomacy the moment you elect me. And his approval rating will skyrocket. And Joe Biden will go the pro-war route, saying it's time for intervention, and that will cause Biden to drop to 3% or something in approval rating.
Daily mission.
For a long time, I was like, we got to cede Eastern Donbass to the Russians. They want that trade port in Sevastopol. There's no stopping them short of like total annihilation. Like we have Libya, we have Iraq. Give them the trade port. But now I'm like, well, if they take the trade port and they fortify the Crimea, then what will Turkey do? If Turkey leaves NATO and joins the Russians, then what do we do? And like it's like Hitler, like they gave Hitler a little bit. What was his name? Neville Chamberlain. He gave him a little bit with the Sudetenland, and then they're like, now that'll appease him, and then he just wouldn't stop after that. So like I think people are afraid Putin won't stop after he gets the Donbass.
But I don't think Turkey's as concerned about that.
I don't think so at all. He's just going to have to learn trade practices. The Russians and the Turks are going to have to work together to get those shipments, because there's going to be massive amounts of trade coming out of the Black Sea by the Russians.
So if Russia took over the world, what they got rid of Pride Parade and stuff, do you think conservatives would like it? They'd probably be like, yeah, let's just welcome.
There are a lot of people on the right who are saying that Putin is fighting against the demons and the devils and stuff like that. I was like, it's not true, dude. Putin is another interest who's trying to secure power. To truly understand. their motivations and know what they know is impossible. But there's no good guys.
Well, Brittany Griner, I went viral because I asked her if you know, that was a fair trade. But it's funny because she didn't stand for the national anthem yet. In Russia, they don't even have a pride parade, yet she can come to America and celebrate. You know, it's just funny not having any sort of love for your own country. When you even go to a foreign country, you think she would come back being like, this is the greatest place on earth, I love America. But instead she's like, all right, I will stand for the anthem. And now she's taking a mental health break.
All right, let's read some more. Michael Beacon says, please stop being conspiracy theorists. The aliens are real, and they just really want us to trust the government and forgive them for their crimes. Like that one dude said, nothing suspicious at all.
Okay.
That was something funny. Someone super chatted us, and they said that the conspiracy theory is going to be that aliens aren't real. Because not the government said they're real. There's going to be people being like, no way, there's no aliens.
That's me. I've already said it.
And they're going to call you a conspiracy theorist.
And they're right. I mean, there's something...
Okay,
I think it's more likely if there are some sort of
We also got assignments, texts. Those are done. Passengers, pom-pom. Yeah, everything's done.
dimensional beings. They're like demons from hell or
let's see.
heaven or something.
There's
I don't
one
think it's
thing which
necessarily
is
a space alien from that 10,000 light years away on a ship. I just don't think that.
Why
Guess I might just try and do that solo.
aliens would want to come here.
Yeah, exactly
Like, I'm
right.
so-
We'd go there. Like
Yeah,
to
maybe, but, like-
research.
Yeah, sure, but would they want to come here? Would they be interested
Yes.
enough?
I mean, think about it this way. You're an alien, 10 million light years away. You've discovered intergalactic travel. You can travel the speed of light. And then you find out you are not going to heaven. You have the wrong beliefs. Wouldn't you want to seek out those who actually...
You're talking about evangelical aliens right now.
No, I'm saying the aliens
know
are not...
about heaven, but they're not allowed to get in, so they're going to come join
They come
the
to
Church
Earth,
of Scientology.
and then what happens is they find all these people being like, the Son of God came to Earth, and then they're like, yo, we live on Zegaborp, and he never came to us. Like, we're in trouble. We better figure it. So now they're converting, and they're bringing the religion back to their own planet. But it's like a new version because, you know, Jesus didn't say he was going to send them to heaven. Aliens aren't going to heaven, right?
Done. So
I
everything
wonder
is
any
done.
missionaries to wherever.
Aliens came to Earth because they want
Except
salvation.
for Gun Hole.
I have a hard time with it, man. I'm always
We're
trying to be
we're
respectful.
like in L. Ron Hubbard zone right now.
Okay, that's it.
About
I'm gonna be done for
I know,
the
but that's L. Ron Hubbard is
no
speaking
stream
to
this
space
evening,
alien Xenu.
but I'll
do you
have
believe that
a
you
morning
believe
stream
that
tomorrow.
Jesus is the Son of God?
I mean, yeah, I guess I would
And
say
continue
so.
on from
So
there.
what would an alien be thinking
you
if he finds
tomorrow.
out that Earth
Bye.
is the only path to salvation?
They're coming to
But are
Earth.
the- are
They're coming
aliens-
here. They're
They're
going to
gonna go to
Joel
church?
Osteen's church.
That's
and
right.
shit is- We love Joel Osteen. Thank you for sending all the aliens to heaven.
Yeah, you got to do it somehow.
Whoops. I had the YouTube video going through the entire time. Whatever. Doesn't matter that much.